Hey everyone, Amazing Libertarian here. Alright, so I want to talk about an issue about one of the the Amazing Atheist videos. It was Jesus versus Satan video, in which the Amazing Atheist said that gave the little rated Jesus and Satan on a chart, and he said that Jesus gives us salvation, which is true, but then he stated that the necessary things we must do to get salvation is obedience. However, this is not actually true. According to the Christian faith, to get salvation, you only need to believe in God and trust in God. You don't need to obey God's commandments. God's commandments are things we should strive to do. We should strive to not murder. We should strive to not steal. I think most people would agree with those things, that they are good morals. But that's not necessary for making us go so we can go to heaven. If that was necessary for us to go to heaven, then no one would go to heaven, because everybody does things wrong in their entire life. There is no perfect person. I know, I've seen The Amazing Atheist, one of his videos. He says he's perfect. You're not. But since nobody is perfect, then everyone's held under the same judgment, and no one could go to heaven if you have to obey God's commandments. So let me read you a couple Bible verses that support this idea. John 3:16, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life," which basically is stating that Jesus gives us our salvation not through obedience, but believing in him. Also, John 6:47, I tell you the truth, he who believes has everlasting life. Now, I know I've stated in other videos I don't believe the entire Bible, so you may think this is a contradiction. Well, I can't give Bible support for my beliefs because I don't believe in all of it. But these are Bible verses that are necessary to be part of the Christian faith, so I have to accept them as truth, because if I don't believe in Jesus, I am not a Christian, and I consider myself a Christian. So if I believe in Jesus, I need to believe in the verses that explain the way to be saved. So I do need to accept these as truth, and these verses that I quoted, I have no problem with believing. They don't state anything that I would personally disagree with, so that's why I state them as support. Usually I don't give Bible verses, but just to clarify that that is a part of the Bible. So I just wanted to clarify that issue that I had with one of the Amazing Atheist videos. So, see you guys.